Good afternoon and welcome to the May edition of Community Connect, brought to you by the Marshall Area Chamber of Commerce. Our guest this month is Luke Nelson. Luke is the youth pastor at Grace Life Church. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's talk about all the good things that happened in April, as we always do on Community Connect. The Habitat for Humanity Spring Market was on Saturday the 5th at the Market Street Mall. I haven't seen the Market Street Mall that packed in many years. So thanks to everybody that came out. The mall was full of vendors. It was a good day and a great day for the Habitat for Humanity and the Restore here in town. On the 12th was the Spring Kindle Market. The Spring Kindle Market is an event biannually at the YMCA. It is a spring. In this case, it was a spring youth vendor market, 9 to 12 on the 12th. Thanks to everybody that came out. A little bit light on vendors this time around, but thanks to everybody that came, and good job to the youth entrepreneurs that showed up that day. Later that day was a pre-home hospice ball. That was also on the 12th at the Upper Room. Masks and Milestones was the theme this year. Good turnout for a great cause, and good job to Corey and the team over at Pre-Home Hospice for putting on a fun event. Hope Harbor hosted their dessert frenzy just this past Tuesday. Today is Tuesday the 6th. Last Tuesday was Tuesday the 29th. Dessert frenzy was last Tuesday. I had an opportunity just to walk up for about 10 minutes, and wow, what a great crowd. And it's truly a frenzy of desserts where people are actually racing after the desserts. So it was looks like a fun event. Thanks to everybody that came out, and what an amazing ministry that Hope Harbor is. Finally, on the chamber side of things, the CEO trade show was at the Tyler Golf Course last Wednesday. Big turnout this year, and got some nice local press. Good job to the 18-19 students that went through the CEO program this year. And thanks to all the mentors, the volunteer leadership for the CEO, Lion Murray CEO program, Shonda and the board, and thanks to everybody that made the trip to Tyler. So again, this month our guest is Luke Nelson, Grace Life Church. We have something pretty exciting going on this Friday. Let's talk about Z8, talk about its mission, anything else that you'd like to share about the Z8 event.
Yeah, Z8, it's a part of Lifelight. Lifelight's been around a while in Sioux Falls. I know they've been in Marshall. Mm-hmm. They put on concerts, Christian events. And it's a bunch of teens, a bunch of college students, some that are young adults, got together, they formed a worship team, and it's their mission to make Jesus famous, which is really cool. Their mission is to reach the next generation, Gen Zers, which is amazing. And so we've been going there for about a year, maybe a year and a half, and it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of our students really benefit from it.
Yes, that's right.
And so we're going, and we're like, what can we do to get that in Marshall? Because we have a heart as a leadership team, as the youth leadership team to make Jesus famous, to bring awareness of the situation, like what goes on in our community. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of hurt, and a lot of kids, students, they don't feel seen, they don't feel valued, and that is our mission, is to show that they are seen, they are valued, and that Jesus does love them.
Yeah, that's exciting. And many people listen to 89.9 or 96.5. They've been promoting Lifelight in Sioux Falls now, I don't know, I think it's over Labor Day weekend this upcoming year. Yep. It used to be in the first couple of days of the Lyon County Fair a number of years ago, but that's exciting stuff. Lifelight is important to ministry itself. So why, you kind of touched on it, Gen Zers need we all need help, right? But Gen Z, they're just brought up in a whole different era. Why are we bringing Z8 to Marshall?
Yeah, we're bringing Z8 to Marshall just because we saw the impact it had on our students and even the leaders that went. Mm-hmm. So we're like, why not impact Marshall? Mm-hmm. Because we, like I said, we have a heart for the students. We have a heart for the teens here. Mm-hmm. And a lot of teens, they go through a lot of hurt, a lot of baggage, a lot of pain. And what I've seen and what I've noticed in our youth group is a lot of us wear a mask. A lot of us act like we have it all together. Mm-hmm. Even as adults, we act like we're good, we have no pain, we don't go through any struggles, but on the inside, we're broken. We're always searching, we're always running from that pain, from that hurt. So the thing with running is you have to stop. We get tired, and when you stop, that all that pain comes back, all that hurt comes back. I've been there personally. I know what it's like. So it is our heart to see those chains broken, to see those kids' lives transform.
Oh, that's a good point. So it's this Friday night. What should attendees expect at the event? What will the flow of the night look like?
Yeah, so 5 to 7, we'll be out in the parking lot. We'll have a couple food trucks. Maui Wowie, Linging's Dairy. It's going to be amazing. We'll have 9 Square. We'll have a couple giveaways. We have a shirt cannon. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to make it really epic, really cool. And then from 7 to about 9:30, we'll have worship, a few testimonies, and I'm going to give an opportunity to share my personal story.
Yeah, that's cool. Of course, this is at Grace Life Church. Remind us of the address. Grace Life Church, right here off of East College Drive here in Marshall. I don't know the address either.
I should know the address.
Right. But people know where Grace Life Church is. What challenges are students currently facing?
Yes, identity is huge. We have social media. And social media, what I've found is teaching not only the students, even young adults, where to put their identity in and how they should act, who they should be friends with, shouldn't be friends with, and what is success. They give false hope on what success is. And pretty soon we get our focus on how many shares we get, how many likes we get, how many followers we get. But that only leads to emptiness. That's not going to fulfill you. That doesn't bring you happiness. So that is really what I found is the root of everything going on is identity. But it's only through Christ that I have found that will truly fill you up.
Yeah, that's cool. Luke, you had mentioned that you're going to be saying your testimonial in that second time frame. Tell us a little bit about your story.
Yeah, so my story, before I was born, I had a stroke. So I lost 1/3 of my cerebellum on the bottom right side. And so it was a miracle I survived, but that came with a whole bunch of challenges.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to do everything we do now that we take for granted, like throw a ball, catch a ball, hold a pencil, a pen. But the one thing I couldn't overcome is I bowed my head up and down.
Yeah.
And that, you can about imagine what took place when I got to school.
Yeah.
I was made fun of, laughed at, called bobblehead, all these names. And so throughout my life, I wore a mask where I acted like I was somebody I wasn't. So every night I'd get home and I just cry myself to sleep because I didn't know what to do. I was broken. I was hurt. I blamed God. I didn't want to be here anymore. So ultimately, it led to the point where I wanted to give up on life. And so I talk about my story, what I went through, but most importantly, who got me through that, and that was my faith.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Any other things you'd like to share about Friday night's event?
Yeah, Friday night's event it's going to be amazing. It's going to be epic. Come expecting.
Yeah.
I would say come expecting and see what Jesus can do in your life. So that's what I'd
Right,
say.
and it's just not for Grace, the members or parishioners of Grace Life. Anybody can go.
Oh, for sure. Anyone's welcome. It's Gen Zers mainly. That's what it's geared towards. So it's like 13 to 28. But parents, come on out, check it out, see what's going on in your students and their lives. It's going to be an amazing event.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your leadership on this. This is an event that people need, especially the youth these days. Like you said, they just don't even know where to look sometimes, and this might be a good outlet for them.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
Absolutely. Let's talk about all the other good things that are happening in May. So first and foremost, as Luke was just mentioning, the Z8's on tour, Making Jesus Famous. This event, 5 to 9, this upcoming Friday, Grace Life Church, which is right next to True Light Christian School. Again, we don't know the address, but we can kind of give you some, at least some landmarks here in town. The Vera Race Against Cancer in Marshall, a family-friendly event proudly hosted at Independence Park and in the small shelter, is Saturday the 10th, starting with registration at 8 o'clock. Those dollars will go towards the Vera Cancer Center. The 2025 Marshall, Minnesota Craft and Vendor Show is also on Saturday the 10th from 9 to 3. Conveniently, men, this is the day before Mother's Day. There are going to be, there's usually about 100 vendors. This is a great opportunity to go shop for your wife. Kids, go shop for your mother. Again, Saturday the 10th, 9 to 3 at the Red Baron Arena. Also at the Red Baron Arena, the next Saturday, I thought that would have been weird to have them back-to-back on the same day. Saturday the 17th, the Minnesota Craft Beer and Wine Festival is at the Red Baron Arena. This has got to be about year 7 or year 8. Wineries and breweries are coming to Marshall from across the state. Super fun, a fun event. I've gone to it 2 or 3 times. Tickets still available by going to visitmarshallmn.com. On the chamber side of things, join us for Young Professionals on Tuesday the 20th as we hear from Judge Tricia Zimmer. Judge Zimmer's presentation about the Minnesota court system will focus on district courts. This is going to be in the courtroom area at the Lyon County Government Center. Registration can be found on our website. All these events in May can be found at marshallmn.org, and also take a look at the events on the visit page at visitmarshallmn.com. Thanks again for tuning in to the May edition. Thanks again to our guest, Luke.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We'll see you in June when we have Mavi Valentine, event coordinator with the Chamber, who will be our guest. We'll see you in June.